Assalamualaikum. Very good morning to everyone. Today, we are going to sit for your MUET speaking examination. The handout have been given. I will read the instruction first. This test consists of two tasks, task A and task B. Task A is carried out first, followed by task B. Task A, individual presentation. You have 2 minutes to prepare your response. You have 2 minutes to present your view. Listen to the others while they are making their presentations and take down notes for the group interaction in task B. Task B, group interaction. You have 2 minutes to prepare for the discussion. You may maintain or change your view presents in task A. In your discussion, you may support or oppose the other candidate's view. At the end of the discussion, try to come to a group decision. You are given 10 minutes for the discussion. The rule is, when I ring the bell for the first time, you have to be ready with your conclusion. Twice, you must stop immediately. You have 2 minutes to prepare your response now. Your time's up. Candidate A, are you ready? You may start now.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To the timekeeper and fellow candidates, a wonderful morning I bid you. Today, I am going to talk about television programs on travelling that can be useful to us in daily life. A television travel show is a television show in which a host visits travel destination, demonstrating local cuisine, wedding or attraction. Firstly, by watching television programs on travelling, we can see many things happen in the surrounding of the world. The best television shows inspires us to venture out into the unknown. Besides, television programs on travelling also can make people more mindful and receptive of their environment. It is with the mental awareness and exposure of that boosts our knowledge of the world. The personal experience of being there and tasting the wide variety of cuisine will surely overrule the belief that disgusting second-hand information from television. Furthermore, television programs on travelling also allow people to enjoy exploring some interesting locations on the planet without ever leaving our coach. Television opens up the world. Besides, travel television shows can expand our mind. Some shows let us travel vigorously. Some shows let us travel vigorously and teach us about different people, culture, and places. To conclude, I think that television programs on travelling can be useful because we can travel, explore, and discover the four corners of the world. Thank you for listening my opinion.
The time's up. Candidate B, are you ready? You may start now.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to the time taker and fellow candidates. I'm here to talk about the television programs on cooking that can be helpful to us in our daily lives. Cooking program is such a versatile program that is very useful to us, especially to women or mothers and even young girls. It is easy to use and allows for infinite additions. It is also great to be able to plug in our menu, so we no need to use same menu every time for birthday parties or any other ceremonies. Furthermore, this program also gives us a total shopping list on buying the ingredients for the dishes. Other than that, this show also have the ability to use this for a single week or 6 months of menus. Is such a plus. This program is a benefit for any household, whether we choose to do freezer meals, fresh meals, or so on. We also can get We also can learn new recipe from the television shows. And through that we can add our new menu in our daily lives. We also can use the new chef from the television shows that we shown in the television. As a conclusion, cooking program is very helpful to us, mostly to the mothers, young girls, and also men who enjoy cooking. That's all for me. Thank you.
Your time's up. Candidate C, are you ready? You may start now.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning to the timekeeper and famous candidate. Today I want to elaborate about television programs on a health issue can be helpful to us in our daily life. In that television program, we can get many information about health, such as we know how to balance diet. I think balanced diet cannot give any benefit to our daily life. Besides, we know the badness of the diet. Furthermore, we can get more knowledge about health. My next point is, we also can know how to do proper exercise, such as doing any exercise with step by step. For example, if we jogging in the morning, first we must do warming up, and lastly we must do cooling down. My last point is we also, that television program also allow me to know the traditional treatment like eat herbal, which is we can eat ginger, manjakani, and kacang fatima. Ginger is good for our stomach. Same goes to manjakani and kacang fatima, or the other kind of nutrition. In conclusion, if we want healthy, why not we take this health program on television for get improvement in our daily life? So, I think I should stop here. I'm Candidate C. Thank you.
Your time's up. Candidate D, are you ready? You may start now.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. Today, I want to talk about television programs on current issues can be helpful to us in our daily life. Television is most influent in electronic media. Every home has it, at least one television. This television program on current issues it shows in many channels, such as TV1, TV2, and TV3. At TV1, we have Berita Nasional. At TV2, we have Berita Tamil and Berita Mandarin. At TV3, we have Berita TV3 and Line. So, all people can understand what the program wants to tell us. Because this program, it talks in many languages. It also useful in our everyday life. My reason is, we can know what is happening right now. We can know what is happening not just in Malaysia, also in other countries. We also can know what will happen tomorrow. Example, weather news. We can know whether tomorrow is rain or not, cloudy or not, or have storm or not. So, we can be prepared to deal with it. It also can help in education, especially in writing essay in Malay and English subject. My conclusion is, we can know everything at one channel at one time, and it will save our time. That's all. Thank you.
The time's up.
Nisa, syukur.
Kamu balik aku nak syukur.
Tak apa.
You have 2 minutes to prepare for the discussion in task B. You may start now. Your time's up. You may start now.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now we are going to discuss about programs is more helpful to us in our daily life. I with my stand that traveling programs on television can be useful in our daily life. This is because television programs on traveling allow everyone to enjoy exploring some interesting location on the planet without ever leaving our coast. For example, we stay in Malaysia, but when we watch the television about traveling, we can also know what the host travel the destination. For example, in Paris, we in Malaysia also can know the interesting places at the Paris. Furthermore, my point is, travel television show can expand our mind. Some show let us travel vicariously and teach us about different people, cultures, ideas and places we might never encounter in real life. For example, we also can know the culture about people in China. For example, we can practice the culture in our life. We also can add more information from the television programs on traveling. I think that television programs on traveling can be useful because we can travel, explore and discover about 4 corners of the world. That's my opinion. Thank you. How about you, candidate B?
I also stand with my point about the cooking programs that can be helpful to us in our daily lives, because usually the moms and girls very like cooking, so they can get the new idea or the new recipe for their life to cook for themselves or even to their friends. Some of them also like to exchange the menu with others because they can learn new things. They can add new recipe. Other than they can exchange, they also can balance diet. I think that's all. How about you, candidate C?
Thank you, candidate. I do agree with you, candidate B, but I think I must prefer on health television program, which is, we all know that health is very important for our daily life because it can cause death. We should care of our body and health, especially when it's come to fever season and sick issues. Nowadays, there are a lot of dangerous illness that can cause death, like dengue, fever, MERS and more. That's why I say that health issues on television programs is the most helpful to us in our daily life. So from that television program on health issue, we can learn more information from that television. So what your opinion can be? Do you agree with me?
I also agree with you, with candidate A and candidate B too. But I think television program on current issues can be more helpful because it has all about that, like travel, health, and cooking. Because when we saw the news will tell us about where is the place most popular in our country or the other country. They also tell us who is the new chef and what's when he produces new cooking books, so we can go and buy for it, or we can surf on the internet. Also tell us about health. sometimes it it tells us about the new illness that they found, so we can know about that too. Like I said before, it is in many languages, so every people can understand it, and we also can know the latest information, and it will bring awareness to us, like the such as latest lately we have flood, so we know that we cause it, so we must prevent and make up for it. Okay, that's all for me.
Yes, I feel the same way. I agree with you, candidate Lee. I think the current issue on television is more useful because it helps us in about adding our information about the current situation in Malaysia, of course. Besides that, if not in Malaysia, for example, we also know the country, about the situation in other country, like candidate Lee said, the current issue show the new diseases that they have found, and then they tell to everyone in the television. That's why I say the candidate Lee points is very useful.
What do you think?
I think so because, like what you said just now, with current issue we can know about traveling, cooking, and health. So I agree with your opinion.
Yes, thank you. I think so because from current issue we can know the new illness that candidate we said, which is we have new illness, which is MERS. It come from camel, where from Saudi Arabia. So this MERS is come from old man who from Korea.
I also want to add something. I totally agree with the candidate D because on her point, her show the about the current issue, show the situation like flash flood or flood. So for example, flood occur at Kelantan. We in Perak can also know what happening at Kelantan. That's why I agree with candidate D.
Yeah, me too. Because not only about the health and the current issue like what you said just now about flood, we also can know the new places that can be traveled. Like we recovered a new island, or so on.
We also this not show what's popular at the country or in our country, but also the culture. We can see at the end of the news, it will shows the news in the other country. I think it also useful just for our the latest information. It also help for students because
In education, we can
yes, in education it can help us because most of the subject in school is required knowledge of current issues. So students can make an essay clearly about that.
Not for students only, but I think it's all for all generations, like the old, like for our grandparents, mothers and also kids.
So, to conclude, I think all of us will agree with my with my statement. So I think that's all.
The time's up. That's all for your examination. Thank you.